The wait is finally over. Arguably one of the biggest and the much awaited, the most awaited clash of the arch rivals India versus Pakistan. Here it is of the ongoing ICC cricket women, ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Here we are with the arch rivals clash, India versus Pakistan. And just the update comes right now that Indian skipper Rohit Sharma has won the toss and India have chosen to field first with a lot many factors looming. There was a massive rain threat, but luckily the rain gods have shown some mercy and it's absolutely bright and clear as we get the updates. I'm your host Damni Basu on behalf of Rev Sports. Take extreme delight to be joined by my panelists Joydeep Mukherjee, Shubhan Chakraborty and Boryada with Amit ji, who are right now presumably at in Australia. So thank you so much gentlemen for joining. So Boryada, I'll begin straight away with you. Please give us updates. What's happening there? How is the atmosphere? How is the atmosphere there? What's happening?
The atmosphere is magical, Damini. Atmosphere is magical. Missing Joydeep and Shubhan and you here. It's been a carnival. I mean, you think Diwali and Kali Pujo is on in Kolkata? No, it's here in Melbourne. I mean, from Federation Square, all you are seeing is a sea of blue and a sea of green. I'm actually outside gate 6. We've got to go in to our suite. But unfortunately, we've not been able to go in for the last 30 minutes because the queue is that long. And the quick team, Rohit Sharma, Rahul, Kohli, Surya, Huda, substitute, one substitute. So Dinesh Karthik, Hardik Pandya, Ravi Ashwin playing, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Ashdeep Singh, Akshar Patel and Mohammad Shami. So that's the Indian team. But the atmosphere, the weather, it's blue at the moment. Sun is out. Still, sun is out. It's 6:40 here. On my left, I can see the sun. It's still blue. Fingers crossed. Last 24 hours, no rain. So that's what it's all about. You can hear India, because there's a load, a trackload of people here. So everyone wanting to go in. 101,000 people here at the G, Damini. Unbelievable. I mean, quick update before they go to them.
See, definitely now, Rahul Dravid, we know all Rahul Dravid. He is no more into the experimental things. He choose Ravichandran Ashwin as an experienced bowler, and maybe Jaydeep will tell you more into this. रविचंद्रन अश्विन को काफी अंदाजा है इस विकेट पर, और अक्षर पटेल को अगर आपने यहाँ पर इस मैदान पर लिया है ताकि वो लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर है, बॉल आराम से डाल सकेंगे क्योंकि बारिश का मौसम यहाँ पर नहीं है। अक्षर पटेल एक कारगर साबित होंगे, एक यूजफुल होंगे, और बैटिंग में भी अक्षर पटेल का यूज हो सकता है। यानी कि बातें चल रही थी एक लेग स्पिनर को लेने की, लेकिन लेग स्पिनर की जगह पर अक्षर पटेल, रविचंद्रन अश्विन इनको लिया गया है। हवा चल रही है, इस वजह से बहुत हवा है, तो भुवनेश्वर कुमार, अर्शदीप सिंह और मोहम्मद शमी, ये तीन का कॉम्बिनेशन काफी अच्छा होगा। बैटिंग लाइनअप नंबर 6 तक तो टीम तय थी, आखिर के 5 के प्लेयर कौन होंगे उस पर डिस्कशन था, और जैसे राहुल द्रविड़ और रोहित शर्मा ने ये प्लेइंग 11 निकाली, दिस इज द बेस्ट प्लेइंग 11।
जी बिल्कुल अमित जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका। अपडेट तो हमें फिलहाल मिलेगा प्लेइंग 11 का। थैंक यू सो मच बोरियादा फॉर द अपडेट्स, for live updates from there. Joyda, I'll come to you once again. We fans have to, time and again, as I've always said, so that we have to wait for 4 years for our India Pakistan clash. And this year is such. In 2 months we are getting to see so many India Pakistan clashes. Be the Asia Cup, there were so many matches between India and Pakistan, and then within a year again there is an India Pakistan clash. Please talk us through your emotions and your level of excitement right now.
No, absolutely. Hello everyone. I think the best job has been done by Boria and Amit ji. What they've done is taking care of the weather. That has been the most important part for all of us. So well done, guys. What you've done is taking care of the weather. God spoken to the rain gods. So you've done the most important job. Now, India-Pakistan is India-Pakistan. We don't need to talk about it. Let's jump right into the team. And I feel that with the bigger boundaries, Ashwin also comes into play. He bowls a lot of conventional off spinner. He also has that ball that goes away from the right-hander. And he has that control to bowl it. These bigger boundaries will help him. I think it's about form. He's a better batter than Yuzvendra Chahal. So you might need some batting at the back end sometimes. I know he's more of a test player, but some useful runs, batting with a Rohit or a Virat or a Surya at the other end and just giving him the single, taking a single and giving it to the guy, you need that also. Our tail tends to become long. So with Ashwin coming in, that changes. Aksar, for me, has been in the form of his life, and this game is about form. You have to play people on form. He's very good with the ball. He's coming handy with the bat. He's brilliant on the field. So I think this is the best team we're playing. It was a tough one to keep Chahal out, but at the end of the day, this bigger boundaries has sort of equated Chahal and Ashwin for me.
Absolutely. Now, Shubhan, before I come to you, talking about playing 11s, let's discuss the playing 11s of both India and Pakistan. I have with me, and I'll read it out to you. First, with India, the playing 11 is Rohit Sharma, captain KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Dinesh Karthik, wicketkeeper, Akshar Patel, Ravichandran Ashwin, Mohammad Shami, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and Arshdeep Singh. That's the playing 11 for India, and for Pakistan, it would be Babar Azam, captain, Mohammad Rizwan, wicketkeeper, Shan Masood, Shadab Khan, Haider Ali, Iftikhar Ahmed, Mohammad Nawaz, Asif Ali, Shahin Shah Afridi, Naseem Shah, and Haris Rauf. So, Shubhan, I need you to tell us your thoughts about number one, Rohit Sharma's decision after winning the toss, and the playing 11s of both these teams.
I think I'll come to the toss first. I think it was a no-brainer given the conditions, given the moisture in the air. I think it was a no-brainer to bowl first, chase down. India have been brilliant. They have a terrific record. I think they have lost just one match while chasing in this 2022 year in T20 format. So it's a no-brainer for the Indian team to chase, to use the new ball, to use the conditions there. Mohammad Shami being there, I think he will be a devastating prospect with the new ball, along with Bhuvneshwar Kumar with the new ball. So I think it's a great batting and bowling combination from the Indian team, and from given how the two teams have fared, they have gone with similar balance. Three pacers, two seamers. Shadab can come for Pakistani team in terms of spin. So I think it will be a great battle. Of course, India will have to be wary about Shaheen Shah Afridi and Naseem Shah with the new ball, and if they can tackle the first 3 overs and then start exploring their options, hitting options, then I think they will be fine at least in this match.
Absolutely. And now Boryada and Amit ji, I'll come to you. Amit ji, आप तो पहले हमें ये बताइए कि एक थे कि एक रेन थ्रेट लूम कर रहा था, और आपसे भी, आप दोनों से भी काफी दिनों से एक अपडेट्स मिल रही थी ना कि बहुत लंबे अरसे से बारिश हो रही थी, घंटों तक बारिश हो रही थी. अभी पिछले 2 दिनों से जो है मौसम जो है काफी अच्छा है, और उम्मीद करते हैं कि एक लंबे 4 घंटे का गेम हमें मिलेगा, क्योंकि आफ्टर ऑल इंडिया पाकिस्तान है भाई, इसी का तो इंतजार रहता है हमें. तो आप अभी अगर आप बता सके हमें कि ये जो रोहित शर्मा ने, जैसा शुभान ने भी बताया कि टॉस जीत के बॉलिंग लिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में है, ग्राउंड्स बड़े हैं, तो आपके मुताबिक ये जो डिसीजन है रोहित शर्मा का, आपके मुताबिक ये सही है?
एब्सोल्युटली सही होगा दामिनी, मैं आपको बताऊंगा. और जैसे हम यहाँ पर बैठे हैं, मेरे बाल उड़ रहे हैं, आप देख रही है. बोरियत को भी हल्का हल्का ठंडी लग रहा है. मुझे कह रहे हैं कि यार हवा बहुत चल रहा है अमित. तो ऐसे कंडीशंस में ना, शुरू में भुवनेश्वर कुमार काफी इंडियन टीम के लिए सही हुए. बोरियदा, आप बताइए, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से बॉल उनको स्विंग हो रहा है, ऐसी कंडीशन में उनको स्विंग मिलेगा. दूसरी पारी में यहाँ पर हम देखेंगे, अगर इंडिया दूसरी पारी में अगर गेंदबाजी करता तो उतनी हवाएं उनको वो नहीं हेल्प मिलती. और मोहम्मद शमी हमने देख लिया, एक ही ओवर काफी है उनके लिए. प्रैक्टिस मैच में 1 ओवर में 4 विकेट ले लिए. ऐसी कंडीशन में अर्शदीप का भी बॉल हिलेगा, मोहम्मद शमी का भी हिलेगा, भुवनेश्वर का भी हिलेगा. तो ये बहुत ही अच्छी बात रही है. टॉस इंडिया ने जीता है, फील्डिंग लिए. बोरियदा, इस पे आपको और रोशनी देंगे.
देखो, पॉइंट ये है कि अगर बाबर आजम और मोहम्मद रिजवान को आप चटका देते हो पहले, if you are able to get these 2 wickets with Mohammad Shami and Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Arshdeep Singh, half the battle's won, right? Pakistan in middle order is fragile. Joydeep will tell you more about it. It's cold.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing a blazer. I'm wearing a full shirt, and still I'm feeling cold outside the jeep. It's quite cold. The wind is chilly, and you know there will be a little bit of moisture because since the last 36 hours no rain, but before that there's plenty of rain. So this toss, and again there's a prediction of a shower. If there is a shower, then you calculate that. Yesterday, Mr. Gavaskar said this to Rev Sports. Michael Clark said this to Rev Sports in that interview to me, that here you've got to calculate that. If it's a shortened game, it's a curtailed game, then you've got to play for that. So I think it's a very good task to win, a smart decision, and India's done the right thing.
और इंडिया का यहाँ पर चेस का रिकॉर्ड हमेशा से अच्छा रहा है. पाकिस्तान के सामने इंडिया अच्छा चेस करना जानता है. अगर आपने शुरू में गेंदबाजी ली है तो आप पाकिस्तान को रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर सकते हैं. आपने एक टीम मीटिंग में एक टारगेट बनाया होगा कि ये टारगेट है, इसी टारगेट पर आपको ओपोजिशन को रिस्ट्रिक्ट करना है. और इंडिया ने जब जब पाकिस्तान के सामने चेस किया है, इंडिया को सक्सेसफुल हासिल हुई है। तो मेरे हिसाब से ये एक बहुत अच्छा डिसीजन, बहुत अच्छा टीम कॉम्बिनेशन, बहुत अच्छा प्लेइंग 11 है। मेरे हिसाब से टीम जो है यहाँ पर जरूर अच्छा है।
जी बिल्कुल,
See,
बहुत धन्यवाद आपका जी। यस जोयदा।
can I just add to that? Yeah, with all the stats that these people know, what is also important is that it's been raining for the past few days. The sun has not been pelting. So once the sun doesn't pelt, it's not as hard and as dry as you expect it to be. So after all, it's soil. This is natural. So you cannot say we're going to put something on this and it's going to bring it up to speed. So with all the rain, with the covers on the pitch, there will be moisture, and with Arshdeep and Shami and Bhuvi, all three can avail these conditions. For me, the only worry will be who will bowl for India at the end if it's really nicely beefed up at the end. If Pakistan are 150 in 17 overs or 140 in 17 overs, who will bowl 18, 19, 20?
Absolutely.
I think I'll add to that. Joydeep da
Please.
talked about death bowling. I think Arshdeep Singh will have to overset the death. It's a no-brainer with the kind of temperament he has shown since the IPL. I think he's going to be one of the death bowlers. Along with, I think they will switch between Mohammad Shami and Bhuvi 1 over each. So I think that's your 4 overs packed for the death overs. And talking about the new ball, I am pretty sure Rohit Sharma is going to use Hardik Pandya at least in 1 over, given the kind of struggle Mohammad Rizwan has in his offside play, because Hardik Pandya is a natural outswinger, and I think he can trouble Mohammad Rizwan with his slightly underwhelming offside game.
Okay, now I have a question, and I definitely hope that this is one question on which all of you would like to talk about, because again, exactly 1 year ago, let's clock back the time. 1 year ago, Pakistan had got their Mauka moment. Everybody knows that 10 wicket win they got over India. Exactly a year later, again in the same format, they are going to lock horns with each other. So, there was a time until last year's win, India was always having that upper edge. But after that win, somehow it has become an equal contest between two very, very quality world sides. So after exactly 1 year with these two arch rivals again locking horns, do we see Team India bouncing back, or will Pakistan again get the better of India? We'll begin first with Boriada and Amit ji.
Yeah, allow us to go first because we've got to go inside, and the
Yeah,
crowd now
yeah.
has sort of almost everyone's in. Last year, almost the same time, Diwali, and it was not the best Diwali for us. So I've told Amit, tomorrow we are going to Sydney, and no mishti for him if India doesn't win. So Amit has to get that win done. Having said that, yes, Pakistan bowled first. Shaheen Afridi rattled India in Dubai, and that's when the match was lost. Here, fortunately, India's bowling first. Opportunities will be with India. So I think the result will also be reversed. Am I saying toss is important? Perhaps not. But India prefers chasing. They're comfortable chasing. They're confident chasing. And I think Rohit Sharma will fancy the run chase. Because again, Virat Kohli in a run chase is outstanding. You saw what Hardik Pandya did in Dubai. I think India had the
Exactly.
upper.
And I just add only one thing.
Ji Amit.
My friend has just bring the samosa right now. Me and Boriada had a samosa, and he has promised me he is going to bring the mishti in the evening after the game. It means 1000% India is winning, and we are celebrating Kali Puja and Diwali one day.
That's some optimism. We definitely would envying you. We right now, I can tell you, all of us right now, Joyda, Shubhayan, and myself, all three of us are extremely envious of you two right now. You guys having the
We'll have
chat
our
of your
mishti,
life
we'll
at
have our
India.
samosas here in India if India wins. I'll Swiggy everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You too, Amit ji and Boria, please enjoy yourself. Enjoy a good game of cricket there, okay?
The
And
best. And may the sport has won, Damini.
Yes,
If this
absolutely.
is not the sport
That's
winning,
true.
then I don't know what is good sport. Indian
Absolutely.
and Pakistanis camaraderie, friendship. Pakistani fans come and embrace the Indian fans and vice versa. Sport at its absolute best.
Absolutely. That's what sports is all about. Sports unites fans all across borders. So thank you so much and enjoy yourselves, gentlemen. Joyda, I'll come to you. You know, a lot of discussion on Mohammad Shami, the inclusion of Mohammad Shami, the late inclusion of Mohammad Shami, because Jasprit Bumrah was our main bowler, presumably. Unfortunately, he got injured. He had to be excluded from the team. Then Mohammad Shami, health wise, he wasn't keeping well. Then a late inclusion into the team. And then in the warm up against Australia, he was fantastic. How important do you see him in today's clash against Pakistan?
Yeah, just on that, when Shubhayan answered me that it's going to be Arshdeep and 1-1 over from the Bhuvi or Shami, I think that's a given. The point I was trying to make is there a weak link for us? That's the point I was trying to make.
Absolutely,
If they are
absolutely. And
140, if
yeah,
they're 140 for 3, what stops them from going to 175?
Right.
and I think Joyda, that is where
Bowl and
India
Hardik
will
won't
miss
bowl at the end.
Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah, not only Jasprit Bumrah. See, that is where I think the planning went a little awry. If you don't have Jasprit, if you see good sports team, all over the world, a Man City or a Barcelona back in the day, Real Madrid, they always have players ready for you. A Pep. If what happens then? So I feel our death bowling under the gun. Arshdeep is playing the biggest match of his life. Can't expect him to be 4 overs 20. He's human. There's a formation to a player. Shami hasn't played for a while. So for him to hit the straps, there was 1 over from Australia. That's a trial game. Once you practice game, once you come here in front of the people, it's the real game. It's a different buzz altogether. And sometimes, no matter how much you want it, your skill set is not there because you have not done enough to be where you are. Or not studying enough, not doing enough pre-test and going because you were unwell. You had jaundice, you couldn't study as much as the next boy. Now he has studied much more than you and he has gone. Not that you are any inferior to him in studies, but it's just that because of conditions, because of the way your life has gone, you could not put in as much as you wanted to. So are you lacking a bit? That's what it comes down to. Once you have the skill set, then pressure handling Shami can do. Arshdeep has the skill set, can he handle the pressure? So there are different problems for different people. Arshdeep has. If you take him now and ask him to bowl 18 Yorkers, he'll bowl 15. But can he bowl under the gun in an India-Pakistan game with 100,000 people, knowing what it is, knowing what he has gone through when he missed a catch, so can he come? That is Arshdeep's test. Shami's test is that can he get the skill set in park? Because he's played for so long, nerves will not be an issue. So it's always different. India's batting, Pakistan's bowling, and India's bowling under the gun. In the beginning, Bhuvi and these guys will do the job. In the middle, will do the job. If they're 3 down, if they're 6 or 7 down, no problem. If they're 3 or 4 down, and if it's in the balance, it could go either way. Then we could have worries. That's the point.
Great
Okay.
point. Great point, Joyda.
Yeah. And Shubhayan, a quick one from you before I'll come to my final segment, and that is let's come to Pakistan's main bowler, Shaheen Shah Afridi. And this time they have 2 of their very skillful bowlers, Naseem Shah and Shaheen Shah Afridi, who will be expected to do the job for Pakistan. And last year, we all know how much havoc Shaheen Shah Afridi had wreaked upon the top 3 of
Right.
India. So, how to tackle that Shaheen Shah Afridi, and now it's Naseem Shah also added. How should Team India, according to you, go about these 2 bowlers?
I think I did a Twitter space this morning for Rev Sports, and I said it there as well that India need to divide the power play in 2 parts. If they can play the first 3 overs a bit cautiously, because Naseem Shah can move the ball both ways, he has a very deceptive in swinger as well with the new ball. If India can divide the power plays in 2 phases, like first 3 overs they be a bit cautious, wait for the right ball to hit, and after that, if one of them, either of Rohit or Rahul, can go all out with their intent, then I think they will be pretty good. I think if they can manage batting first, Pakistan will be batting first. So I think according to the target, whatever the target is. If
Yeah,
Pakistan
that's the
managed to
point.
put,
Yeah,
yes, if Pakistan put,
the point
yeah,
you're making about what, because they're batting second, what you're saying batting first
right,
would have been good.
right,
It's different. So yesterday, the reason Australia lost in the power play is because they had to get 18 6 overs.
right,
Even if they were 45 for no loss, it doesn't do the job. So they
right,
succumbed in that, and I understand that because the strategy is one team has got to 200, your bowling unit has not been able to do the job. What do we need to do
right,
to win the game now? 6 overs, 80. If we're 80 for 5, we lose anyway. If we are 6 overs,
right,
44 no loss, we'll also lose.
right.
So the power play is always, when you're batting second, it always depends on what's on the table for you.
Right. And Joyda, I'll give you a good stat here. All the last 6 matches between India and Pakistan, all have been won by the team who has won the toss and opted to field first. All the
Yeah.
captains have opted to field first after
Shubhan,
batting
don't
first, and
jinx.
all.
Shubhan,
I'm not
Yeah.
don't
jinxing.
jinx
I'm just
at
giving a
all.
fact. I'm just giving a fact and a stat.
No, he's not jinxing. He's actually speaking for India in this case.
Yeah.
Won the toss and elected to field.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but
Don't jinx.
sometimes the stats, Shubhan, I feel the cricket stats are more important than these ones. Sometimes these can be just the way the ball is rolled for you. I think the
Right.
stat that how many times the Shine Afridi got a wicket in the power play, what has his wickets been? Has it been
Right.
LBW bowled or is it short? So the stat inside the stat. See, stats everybody reads, but the real
Right.
people read the stats inside the stats.
Right. And
You know,
I'll make a point because Damini asked me a question about Shaheen Shah Afridi. Out of 45 wickets of Shaheen Shah Afridi in T20I cricket, 38 are of right-handers.
yeah,
So Rahul and Rohit Sharma will have to be
and that
ready about it.
that will also be because there are 85% right-handers in
Yes,
international cricket.
exactly. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but the point is, how much will it swing for Bhuvi? If we
Yeah.
can peg Pakistan down, if we can peg them to 70 for 3 in 12 overs, 13 overs, we're
Yeah.
not good, they're not going to be 20. The chat with our friends from Pakistan, we said there are very, very two good teams playing. Let's put all
Right.
the record and mock and all that apart. Every game India Pakistan, we could never say India will win this game. It's just panned out that way for us.
Right.
We are all our hearts in our mouth. So you can't say this is
Right.
India playing a very inferior team and India will win every time. It's never been like that.
Right.
We know how good Pakistan is. So for
And
me,
and that is
that's yeah, go on.
Yeah, and that is why, Joyda, you will also agree whenever in football, big matches, El Clasicos, Manchester derbies, the players always say form doesn't
Anybody's
matter.
game.
It is the matter.
Anybody's
What
game.
matters is how you are mentally prepared for that particular team.
Liverpool beats Man City, goes and loses to some other team. So, these things
Yep,
happen in sport. It's
yep,
how you
yep.
play on that day. Unless your skill
Right,
set is in two different planets, which it's not, then I can understand.
right.
If India is playing Nepal, I can understand. But India playing Pakistan, India
Mhm.
playing England, England playing Australia is the given day. Who would have expected
Absolutely,
Australia to get rolled over yesterday? But how good were New Zealand yesterday?
absolutely,
Sometimes you're going to give
absolutely.
credit
Terrific.
to teams. Sometimes you're going to give credit to teams instead of, giving discredit to the other team. It's a game of skill.
100%. 100%.
Sometimes you're going to say New Zealand was superb instead of saying Australia were rubbish. In 2003 final in that World Cup, Australia was superb. India won
Right,
bad.
right.
Okay,
That
gentlemen,
yes,
we are moments away from the commencement of the match, so let's have matchups and your player of the match. First, Joyda, then Shubhayan. Joyda, your
yeah,
matchup and your player of the match.
yeah. For me, it will be their fast bowling against us as a group, our batting. That's one.
Okay.
And for me, the player of the match, you know it quite well. It's always Surya and Hardik if they're in the team.
Okay, come on, Shubhayan.
I am not jinxing here, Damini, but I'll say Rohit Sharma for this match, my player of the match. It's a very, very odd pick because he will be up against Shaheen Shah Afridi, but I'm going with Rohit Sharma in this match.
Okay, and your matchup? Any particular matchup you would like to
Oh,
enjoy?
I am particularly looking forward to Ravichandran Ashwin bowling to their middle order. Shan Masood, Haider Ali, even Nawaz has been brilliant after he was promoted in the recently concluded Tri Series. So I think Nawaz versus Ravichandran Ashwin is going to be a treat.
Okay, so we have our matchups, we have our player of the match, and we have our excited panelists who are just like we all geared up to enjoy a very cracking game between two very, very world class sides, the arch rivals, it's India versus Pakistan, who will be locking horns in this ongoing men's T20 World Cup. And to all my viewers, you were hearing my panelists Jaideep Mukherjee and Shubhan Chakravarti. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining and
Thank you for having
enjoy a
us.
good game of cricket. And let's meet in the post match show. And well, let's not pick sides or let's not decide who's going to win. Let's just pray that we get a full, lengthy, good game between two very good sides. Thank you so much.
Thank you.